All right, welcome back to Joppa Afternoon Drive. My name is Drew Moholland. Hope you're all doing okay out there. Welcome back to my kitchen, to our kitchen. This is my wife, Sarah. Hey, Sarah.
Hi.
And of course, my name is Drew Moholland. I miss you guys. I feel like it's, well, I don't know. I mean, we're still doing a show here, but I don't know. It's always nice to go into the studio and see all the producers and, everybody that makes this show happen. Sarah, Tyler, Caleb. Everybody else. We got pretty big team. I don't really have to do much. It's really all the people that work on the show that put it together. So, and they're still getting these shows out. I'm just kind of sending them in, and they make all the magic happen and turn it around. So, thanks to everybody back at the station there in Newburyport, doing a great job. We're here in Danvers. I don't know if I ever actually say that. We live in Danvers, so that's where we're coming from here. Got the coffee mug, going with the Beatles coffee mug today. Sarah's got the coffee mug of us. It was a wedding gift, you said, from Kaylee, right?
Yeah, from your cousin Kaylee.
It was a very nice gift. Clean cut Drew there, short hair. You pretty much look the same.
Yeah, I look the same, but you do look a little more clean shaven.
Look at my
and
beard.
Your hair is much shorter here.
I have never had a beard that is that fine in my life, I don't think.
Yeah, this is a flattering picture of us. I don't think either of us look this good right now.
Yeah, well, there you go. So there's that. I like my mug today. This is a good one. I'm a big fan of the Beatles. What does it say? It's the album cover. That's right. Yeah, but I like this very much. Hope everybody's doing okay out there. This is kind of that busy stretch. They said, all the officials, that this is going to be a tough kind of few days and get through this, and the surge they're calling it on the COVID-19 front. So we're thinking about all the frontline health workers, doctors, nurses, all that stuff. I'm trying to start off every show by doing that. In a little bit, my guests we're going to have on talking about new ways of, the big talk these days is, do you wear a mask or not? And now the federal health officials are saying yes, they now advise it. I've seen Marty Walsh was on TV the other day with a press conference, and he seems to be wearing the mask now. So I actually haven't been when I've gone outside. I go out a little bit more than you do, but you're not wearing a mask, right?
I haven't really gone anywhere, and I go outside for runs, and that's all that I'm doing.
It'll be tough to run with one, so you're not going to do that.
Yeah, but I don't come in contact with anyone. So I think the masks are just if you're going to be around people, right?
Yeah, I think so. But I don't know. I mean, I
like
noticed
if you go to the grocery store. I haven't been to the grocery store in like 2 weeks, but that's where I would probably wear a mask.
It seems like everybody going to the grocery store is wearing a mask. I've seen pictures. I haven't been in. You and I went in a couple of weeks back. That held us over. We did one big order, and we really haven't been back. Lots of frozen pizzas.
Yeah.
Speaking of, what are we having for dinner tonight?
And pasta and rice. And I'm sick of all the food that we're eating, but it's okay.
I'm not. Can we have pasta tonight?
We're gonna have pasta tonight.
Yes. Sarah's been making great pasta. Spicy pasta. How are you doing that?
I don't know. You'd have
to kill me if you told me the recipe?
No, I mean, people are just going to think it's weird. I do pasta with oil, nutritional yeast, which I love, and
nutritional yeast?
Nutritional yeast.
What is that?
A lot of vegetarians use it. It has B12s in it. But it's like a butter. It has like a buttery flavor to it. But it's better for you than butter. And some red pepper flakes, garlic. Yeah. Hot sauce. That's why it's hot.
Oh, and red pepper flakes.
Yeah.
I've mentioned before on the show, you are a vegan. You loving the vegan lifestyle?
Yeah, it's actually hard right now though, because there's not that many. I like to eat a lot of fresh vegetables and fruits and stuff like that, and there's really, because we haven't been going to the grocery store, I just haven't been getting that stuff, so it's a lot of frozen food. It's not the healthiest right now, but I don't think anyone's eating really healthy right now.
So hunkering down is tough on the vegans then.
Yeah, but pasta and rice those are vegan. So
pasta, I kind of have been. I think I could live off pasta and pizza.
I could probably too. I do have some vegan pizzas in the freezer too. I just haven't eaten them yet.
We are getting low on pizza. Frozen pizza only lasts so long when you're having it daily.
Yes.
Well, that's good.
You have been eating it daily.
I know, I'm doing bad. I said the other day, I was telling somebody I'm working out a lot more being at home, but then I'm eating frozen pizza. So there's kind of balancing out, which isn't great. Coffee's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's tough to find too, because I'm hearing that the Dunks are still open pretty much. I think you can go through Dunkin's drive-throughs. Most of those are open.
Yeah, but I don't
Yeah,
know. I think they really want us to crack down in the next 2 weeks. They said these are going to be the toughest weeks, and we should really, if you don't have to go out, don't go out.
Well, I was noticing
takeout.
Starbucks is what I usually tend to go to. Just it used to be near my work, and the Starbucks seems to be open only near the hospitals. Is what I have found. I think that's what they're doing. So, like, there's some in Beverly, Salem, Boston has a few, but there's not like that many. So there's not as many Starbucks around anyways compared to Dunkin's, but and I know I do think they want people to crack down on that stuff as much as possible. Keep your social distance, by the way. I was driving through I was driving today. Like the last 3 times I've been in the car, I've seen people violating the social distance thing. I saw a slap 5 at a gas station today between 2 people that went their own ways. So that's not good.
Why do you have to do that?
Why do you have to do
Stupid.
that? Just don't.
Just don't do it.
And I just think, and a lot of high school kids are noticing too. I think last time we were on the show, I mentioned that I saw a group of high schoolers crossing the street, like 12 of them. So definitely not from the same family. And they were all just like, there were selfies at one point. I think that's kind of an age group that just maybe doesn't take it seriously. You remember what you were like in high school, not taking things seriously?
I don't think in high school we would have taken it seriously. I think their parents need to say, you need to stay home.
Oh, you blame the parents.
Yes, I do.
I remember, and actually this is a good show to tell that too, because we have a lot of high schoolers on the show. We've had a lot of athletes and guests on and all that stuff. Don't be stupid, kids. Keep your social distance. This is a serious thing. People don't realize that younger people are getting it now.
Yeah. It's good that a lot of the celebrities have been on board with telling them to stay home because hopefully they'll listen to them.
That Larry David.
Their parents.
You saw the Larry
Teenagers
David?
aren't listening to Larry David.
Teenagers don't listen to Larry David?
No.
They must love Curb Your Enthusiasm.
They're listening to, who is Kylie, Billie Eilish. They've been out there saying to stay home.
Okay. But I heard those things too. Billie Eilish, Kylie. I saw those.
Yeah, because I follow them on Instagram.
All right. Well, we'll get you out of here. Thanks for making an appearance.
Bye.
Very nice of you. Cheers.
Cheers. Enjoy.
Bye. When we come back, we're going to bring in our guest. His name is Dave Clough, and we're going to talk about how he has gotten a little creative with one of his everyday products, but it's one of those businesses that has kind of changed here through the coronavirus. He has found a way to make masks just by kind of giving away. And I think he said he's even like, people are buying them from all across the country. That masks, he sells vacuums, and part of the vacuum works as a good mask. So I don't know how many vacuums he's selling these days. Maybe people want to clean too. But anyway, we'll talk about that. Bring in Dave Clough in just a minute. My name is Drew Moholland. This is Afternoon Drive on Joppa Radio. Follow us at Joppa Afternoons on Twitter. That's at Joppa, Joppa, Afternoons on Twitter. And we'll be right back with more. Keep it here. All right, welcome back to Afternoon Drive. My name is Drew Moholland. My guest here is Dave Clough. Hey, Dave, how are you?
Doing great, Drew. Thanks for having me today.
Absolutely. I like your little background there. We got what is that, a butterfly in the background? Is that?
That's right. Nice little butterfly.
So, Dave, you run an e-vacuum store, which you can find at evacuumstore.com. Is that right?
That's correct.
How was the vacuum business through a pandemic?
So the vacuum business is one of those businesses that, people are looking to clean up a lot more these days. So the vacuum business is strong. We're seeing an increase in the amount of vacuum cleaner bags sold. So specifically HEPA vacuum cleaner bags. And we're finding that a number of our customers and people throughout the country are using HEPA vacuum cleaner bags to make masks with. There's a lot of YouTube videos out there, one specifically by Dr. Ryan Southworth, and you can Google these videos just by searching vacuum cleaner bag mask. And it's a husband and a wife, and what they're doing is they're making a vacuum cleaner bag mask and inserting a vacuum cleaner bag
Huh.
into the inside. That's a little bit more sophisticated way. But there's also some other ways that I've seen other customers have sent me, things we're trying within our own warehouse. And this is, I'll show you an example of one. We just took a vacuum cleaner bag and we cut it in half. This is a high filtration vacuum cleaner bag. HEPA bags are good. And I took a couple of elastic hair ties and insert them around the outer perimeter of the vacuum bag.
Huh.
You can also use rubber bands, and what you can do is you can just put this right over your face,
Oh, wow.
just like this.
And now you have a mask.
And there you go. You have a mask. The Surgeon General is recommending having a mask. Mayor Marty Walsh is also recommending to wear a mask throughout the city of Boston.
So how did you notice were you even thinking about this with when this all came down and you started hearing people should be wearing masks, were you thinking about this, or did customers come to you and say, you have a product here that actually works?
So it was a few weeks back when there was a complete mask shortage. You couldn't find them anywhere. The healthcare industry was strapped for masks, as they still are today. I just thought for a minute, what if I took one of these HEPA bags and try making my own? So I did a couple versions over the weeks, and after seeing some of the doctors on TV wearing a mask that looks similar to like the end of a vacuum cleaner bag, that kind of got me thinking. So I decided to make the second version, which is the one I just showed you today. And it's not a means of like preventing the virus or stopping the coronavirus, but it's more of a means of preventing the spread of the virus. And you also need to be cautious on how you're taking these masks off. You just want to make sure they're disposable. You don't want to reuse them when you're going outside. You want to throw them away and practice like some of the CDC protocols that they have in place, just with washing your hands afterwards, to prevent any additional contamination.
Do you have people reaching out like all over New England, all over, like where are these requests coming in from?
They're coming in from all over the country. We have customers that are buying them for themselves, businesses that are buying them. So some of the vacuum bags are starting to dry up out there. Certain manufacturers have already gone on back order. Others are starting to limit the amount of bags you can order. So it's starting to seems like it's starting to turn into the toilet paper pandemic, where you can't get toilet paper. Vacuum bags are starting to be a run on them. But this is more so for a little bit of safety.
Is this actually going to lead to like a vacuum shortage at some point here with all these bags being taken out? You literally don't have them on the shelves anymore, right? These vacuum bags?
Certain SKUs we do have in stock. Others, are out of stock, where there's no estimated time that they're going to come back into stock. But once the ones we have in stock dry up, it's going to be tough to get, because our suppliers actually that make our vacuum cleaner bag, they've been shut down and forced to make masks out of those materials. So that's another way we found out this could be a good alternative for the mask. It's definitely not a replacement for the N95 mask, but it's something to help you through these tough times.
What has it been like? Again, we're joined here with Dave Clough of eVacuum Store. What's it been like being in business through this all? I mean, obviously you have the benefit of doing so much stuff online and so many sales online, but I'm sure there is an element of still missing that kind of face-to-face communication, and whether it be meetings or warehouses or whatever, a little bit different, right?
Yes, it's definitely different and challenging during these times. All of our sales people are working remotely. The warehouse workers, they're they're still considered an essential worker in our state. So, there's a lot more protocols we have to put in place to keep them safe, help prevent the spread, following the typical CDC guidelines, and just keeping up with the amount of volume that's coming in of orders, because online orders have really increased due to the fact that a lot of the retail stores have shut down, and most people are preferring to have delivery to their house as opposed to going out.
And you have two young ones over there. What's life like at home? Is it madness trying to run a business from your house there? You're in Canton.
Yep, I'm in Canton, and I have two kids, ages 2 and 4. So it is a little bit challenging. One's doing Zoom classes online, so
what do we
getting
get for
him
Zoom?
set up.
What kind of Zoom classes?
It's pre-K too, so
like school classes. Gotcha.
Yeah, school classes. So, his teacher comes on, they'll practice some reading, some sight words. He's 4 years old, so the stuff you learn at the younger age, basic reading and writing.
Does the 4-year-old? I imagine. I'm thinking probably not, but does the 4-year-old understand what's going on here at all, or?
He does. He understands there's a bug. He sometimes uses the word coronavirus. He really wants to go to the playground and just get out and see some of his friends, but he does understand the danger of the bug. So being only 4 years old. Yeah.
I can't imagine that. Those I think about like the difficult ages I don't have kids right now at the moment, but 2 and 4 must be that's kind of like prime difficult age, because you're right. All the 4-year-old wants to do is get outside and play.
Yeah, it's for children that age, it probably seems like the best age, but as a parent, they keep you on your toes. It's challenging, and there's a lot going on, especially trying to juggle working from home and just having both the kids home when one is typically at school throughout the day. So they just need a little bit more attention, and it's the balancing acts you need to perform, throughout the day with the children and work.
Any advice you have to parents of young kids? Have you stumbled upon any games or any ways to pass the time that might be helpful?
We're fortunate to have a backyard, so we spend on days like today where it's nice out. We're going outside in our backyard, just doing some bike rides throughout the neighborhood, trying to social distance when we see other neighbors, and good old fashioned Super Mario. That helps out as well. As well as just some of the other school activities. We try to keep them on their toes learning.
Yeah, it's going to be weird being out of school. So, well, Dave Clough, thank you very much, man. It's a very interesting story there. I know you had showed me the mask recently, and I said that's really interesting that those things are being sold so crazy. Why don't you show it to us one more time, just so we can see it on the way out. There it is. The vacuum mask right there. Looks good on you.
Thank you. And you can talk through it, you can breathe through it really easily. Just good recommendation for wearing outside, when you have to be out going to the supermarket or something like that.
Absolutely. It's our new life. Well, Dave, thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate it very much. And good luck hunkering down with the kids and all that stuff. And good luck with the business as well.
Okay. Thanks for having me, Drew. Take care.